You are really too big, and I am really too close to you. Please don't jump on me. But if you could get out of my yard and leave out of my garden area, that would be great. Thanks. Okay, guys, I blame my kids for this, and I'll tell you why. This is I think these are 3-foot by 10-foot beds. I saw somebody on YouTube had built some of these, so I asked my husband if he could whip me up some, and he sure did. I wish we would have painted them before we put them out here, but got too excited, I guess. Anyways, you can see there's a lot growing on here. And the reason I blame my kids for this is that I had a baby brother came along actually in the middle of April. So between being pregnant and having a newborn, I struggled with finding time to come out here in the garden, put some cute footage up here. Can you get the star, hon? Get it, brother, get it. Get it, brother, get it. Anyway, I struggled getting out here and getting things planted. I had started a bunch of seedlings in my laundry room under the grow lights that my husband had put in for me. Sorry, there's a lot of noise out here, but I have to do this right now while one of my kids is gone and the other one's asleep. You know what I mean? Anyway, and again, being pregnant, I neglected to water them regularly. When I brought them out, they were really stunted and pretty miserable looking. I didn't even think they would grow. So of course I put 4 tomato plants in here. They were teeny tiny. I poked some seeds in and go back down here and you can see oh dear, it's a little hot. It's a little hot today. Anyway, I did poke some seeds in for some cucumbers, and so they grew. Obviously there's another one down there, but this is a hot mess. Don't get me. Anyway, well, he likes it. He's having a good time. Now, I do really need to get in here and clean this up whenever I have a chance. There is food in here, don't get me wrong, but this kind of stuff is going to start popping off as it gets later on into the season. Can you see that? That's gross. All this stuff that's touching the ground, just, I don't know. Anybody could get in here. Rats or bugs, and then disease can come in. Somebody's been digging down here. I have a video of that as well. I caught who was doing it, and I'll show you. Hey, Coco. Who's digging under there? Do you know? Who did it? But there is a ton of food in here. But now, again, it's just back to finding the time. Look at that guy. That's a telegraph cucumber. Those are really good. They get big and they're super tasty. There's a bunch more in here, if you can even see. But I hear a lot of bee action, so I'm going to get out of here. Anyway, yeah, if I don't cut some of this stuff off, then some of this stuff is going to end up not working out. Like I said, there's 4 plants in here in a 10-foot bed. It's too much, man. It's too much. Now look, it's over here holding hands with my zucchini. Don't get me started on that zucchini. I got to get back in there again. Oh my gosh, what's going on in there? Anyway, these are pretty cool though. I did do some, the 2 on the outside are indeterminate. I can't remember. There's a super sweet million and a honeycomb, little cherry tomatoes in here that are actually really good that I haven't tried before. There's a Hungarian heart down here on the other end. It's actually got some green tomatoes on it. Can't see them from here because I can't reach because I need to get all this tamed down. And then this one here, I believe, I thought it was an Abe Lincoln, but I don't think it is. So now I don't know what's growing on in here. Or maybe it is, and those are just the double-flowered cat-faced jobbies. because this one's not looking like that. This is exactly why you need to keep notes on what you plant, the actual types, and keep a journal or take lots of pictures and document where you actually put what plants you have. Anyway, I blame my kids for this because when I got out here and just started, like I said, panic planting, can't have an empty bed. And then, of course, I came down here and I threw in some onions. You know, no big deal. Just whack them in there. Anyway, hopefully soon. This is not going to be today. Maybe later on I'll get this cleaned up and come back out here and see what the actual harvest is and what we end up with. This is one calendula plant, this whole thing. It's got tomatoes in it, but if I want to, come out here and save all the seeds. Anyway, look at all the onions. Those are actually doing pretty good in there. I didn't think that they would, but you know what? You always have to try. Anyway, I gotta get out of this jungle. It is too hot. So here's yet another thing that I blame my kids for. The seed spacing on this lettuce. Now, I mean, seed spacing is hard on lettuce for anybody, let alone a 3-year-old. She tried. She's actually a good helper. If I was being totally pro right now, I would actually get a stick or a gardening pencil and dig some of these out, pop them out, make another hole where I want them, where they would actually have room to grow and fill in, and then I would replant them. But I'm not going to do that today because obviously it's too hot. This is what happens when you panic plant seeds because you find an empty spot and you think you're doing good. Succession planting. Yeah, no, I don't think that lettuce has a shot. This lettuce obviously is bolting. It's going to start tasting gross soon. There is some here at the end that actually still looks pretty good. I'm actually going to snatch that out because I need it for burgers tonight. Anyway, oh, can you see him? Oh yeah, that's right. You better get out of here. Stupid cucumber beetles. Those things are the worst. If anybody has a good trick how to get rid of those guys, please let me know. Anyway, in closing, from up here at the top of the garden, going down, I just want to let you guys know that, yeah, there's a lot of hot mess going on out here. A lot of hot mess. But you know what? There's food out here. There's food. So even if you do have little kids running around, or you got work, or you got stuff to do, if you do get a chance, just get outside and put in some seeds. Put in some seeds, or if you are not about the little tiny seed game, some starter plants or plants that you get from a friend, just put it in. Put it in, even containers or whatever. Those are potatoes for another video. Those are going to get harvested, hopefully. That's going to be cool. You're probably thinking, who in the hell puts potatoes in a raised bed? Well, I did. I did because that bed was empty and I had potatoes to plant. Anyway, but yeah, the whole point of this is to just help people get a little bit inspired. Some of the parts of the garden that look halfway decent, like the beans down there, is when I did actually get it was probably the weekend when Daddy Shark was able to mind his children, and I got to come out here and spend a little bit of time. But anyway, it can be done. Just try. Even if you don't have a lot of space, you can always container garden. There's tons of YouTube videos on that. Not on this channel yet, but anyway, just trying to get everybody inspired. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Talk to you later. Bye.